Welcome or welcome back to the 8th concession. My name is Natalie. You can see I'm down in the garden today, and that's because I have a bit of a chore to do. The garden for the most part is doing fine, although the weather here in southern Ontario, Zone 5B, has not been ideal. It has not felt like summer. The cool weather crops are still doing fine, but the summer crops are struggling. It's just not warm enough. However, I have discovered a little chore I have to do in the garden today because of a surprise to me anyway, with something I've never grown before, and I need to do something today to help them. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here is bed number 4, and if you remember, if you were watching my planting videos, right here I planted 2 varieties of beans. One, the far side is the Montcalm kidney bean, and closer here are 2 rows of a Polish white bean, which I want to use for baked beans. And I have never grown them before. It didn't say on the package. I assumed they were bush beans, but looking at them now, you can see these want to vine, or they're going to vine. They are vining. And I need to come up with some sort of trellis support for them today. If I had realized they were vining, like the pole beans, I would have put them near the trellis, which is actually right here. But I didn't. So I'm going to have to come up with something. I have a couple of ideas that hopefully will work, just to give them a bit of support so they can grow upright and not just, fall over. On the upside, they're doing great. The celery's looking great. Oh, I have to show you what's going on back here. You might remember I planted pumpkins in the new extension I put in. 2 of them here at the front were something called a blue pumpkin, and these were given to me by my daughter-in-law. She grew them from seed. They're to be giant blue pumpkins. She called me the other day, and she told me she made a little tactical error, that the giant in giant blue pumpkins doesn't actually refer to the pumpkin themselves. They're not bigger than normal pumpkins. The giant refers to the plant, which in some places can grow up to 200 feet long. I said, what am I supposed to do with this? You've given me 2. Oh, we have a plane going over, but it's too late now. They're in, and look. It's already escaping out of the bed. It's well on its way. And it doesn't send out just one vine like some pumpkin plants. It sends out multiple vines. And you can see back here, these are the ordinary, just large orange pumpkins. But I noticed back here, I have another escapee. And I thought, is that from one of the orange ones? Or could that already be the blue pumpkin? And let me show you. The stem definitely is going back to the blue pumpkin. So it has escaped out the back here. And then I looked at the side, and there it's escaped over the other side too. So I have a feeling we are going to have just mad pumpkin vines everywhere. Well, it should be fun. There seems to be a blue pumpkin growing right there. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to have to make sure that I kind of point it in a direction where it can take off. I have a feeling it's going to actually go through these weeds here that just will not stop growing, through the fence, and maybe out onto the tarps behind. Even though these are all weeds growing, I have noticed that I have a lot of jewel weed coming. You can see the orange flowers here. I love jewel weed. It was often used as a medicinal plant to stop burns and stings. Oh, look at these back here. It's native to this area. Kind of pops up wherever it wants. So I am happy to see that. It doesn't seem to mind the wet summer. Well, giant blue pumpkins notwithstanding, I still have to find a solution for these beans so that they can grow. You know, I just noticed, it's not the kidney beans, it's just the Polish white beans. Because I saw that vine over there, I assumed it was both. But it's not the kidney beans, it's just the Polish white beans. Oh, okay, so I just have to put a trellis over here. I'm over here in front of the slug hut. This is a very buggy section of the garden. The pond is right behind here. But I thought maybe I could cut some of the dead reed stalks from last year. I don't want the green ones, because who knows, those reeds are so aggressive, maybe they'd root. But the dead brown ones should be okay. And they're quite sturdy. They're a bit like bamboo, maybe not quite as strong, but pretty strong. So I'm gonna try and harvest some of those to make some teepee supports for the Polish pea beans. There, I think that'll work. I'll just make a couple more now. There, just to give them something to climb. There, guys. Grow up this. There. They're stuck into the nice soft soil. Hopefully they'll hold them up. If not, I'll rebuild with something else. But for now, just using what I found around our farm to give the white beans something to climb. And I promised you in a previous video that I would show you the peach tree and how it's doing. And I am so excited. Look at this. I have never had peaches from our own tree, and I am so excited to see them growing. You can see I've put a net over it because I do not want to give up all my peaches to the birds. I am so excited at the prospect of fresh peach pie, peach crisp, maybe peach cobbler. What's your favorite peach recipe? Send me your ideas of what you would make if you were getting a tree load of fresh peaches from your own garden. I love trying new recipes and I love peaches. So thank you for joining me for just a couple of chores in the garden today. Bye for now.